Hey there gardeners, if you're wondering what a Birdies Elevated garden bed looks like full of soil, here it is. We finally got it filled with soil and I'm really happy with the end result. Obviously the bed has held together very nicely. It has a mixture of core soil, which is quite a composted soil, and vermiculite in here, a smaller amount of vermiculite, quite a bit of core, and then quite a lot of that soil with really good compost in it that I'm hoping is going to give us an amazing summer crop of vegetables. We probably should have had this going months ago really to make the most of spring. However, with the timing of the arrival of the bed and everything like that, it just didn't work out that way. But with all fresh soil in it and it nicely hydrated and a little bit of sugarcane mulch on top, I'm really looking forward to helping my wife kind of get this as a productive bed for her. She, for the first time this year, has started growing stuff from seed, which has been amazing because we just saved so much money not having to buy seedlings for a whole heap of stuff. And I think the plan was to do that into this bed. However, what we've kind of figured out is that a lot of the plants that we've got left over now that don't fit in our other garden beds, because most of the places are full, is things like zucchinis, which we've got a lot of them planted already. We don't need any more. We've also got tomatoes, which I don't really think are probably the best choice in this bed. We've got the IBCs that I'm making at the moment that will be great for that. And in contrast, we probably were just discussing it before and we think maybe some beetroot, some radishes. She loves radishes, so there's probably going to be a heap of radishes in this bed. Beet as well, which is a really nice kind of thing to grow yourself. And then we're going to get more herbs. We're going to probably get some salad going as well, like some cos lettuce, and really just even expand into kind of things that we haven't so much done before. And yeah, get them in this elevated garden bed and see how we go. But let's talk about what we filled the bed with. Now, we did go to a local nursery and we basically picked up a whole heap of seedlings. A lot of them were discounted. So we did pick up a whole heap of plants that were $1 and that were looking a little bit sad. But for us, saving the money, because seedlings at like $5 a pop can be quite expensive here in Australia. So while we did pay full price for some, the rest are discounted and we've planted out this bed pretty well. I'm pretty happy. And basically it's my wife's bed, so she got to choose kind of the layout and how things went in, even though we were a little bit constrained by what we could buy in the nursery. Let's start at this end with what we've got here. We do have a little empty corner over in this corner here, which we will be growing some radishes in because she really loves her radishes, which is something that I find a little strange because I'm not the biggest fan of the old radish, but that's okay. I'm just having a look here and something's been nibbling on the peas or the beans. Anyway, this corner here, we've got our dill. So we bought some discounted dill. It's looking all right. It's pretty warm at the moment, so there is the chance it will go to seed, but we'll risk it. We've also got our beans down the center here. Again, we just bought a punnet of, I think these are dwarf beans, and we thought we'd give them a go. I am interested in what has been chewing on them because you would think it would be quite visible in this bed. However, not much we can do about that. We got a whole heap of cos lettuce because the advantage with cos lettuce is you can take leaves off and it keeps growing, and it is kind of a bit of a renewable salad sauce, which is great. And also I find the cos lettuce leaves nice. They're not bitter like some lettuce. And as I said, they're an easy one to grow as long as your soil is good enough. We've got a little bit of parsley here. We actually have a homegrown marigold that was grown from seed. It's got some buds on it, and that is obviously kind of like a pest attractor, so that is good. We've got more cos lettuce over here. Like I said, we've got a lot of cos lettuce. We've got some silver beet, which again was on the inexpensive side. Then we've got our parsley, the basil, which we split up into two little plants here. We also picked up some beetroot. Now, the recommendation normally is not to buy root vegetables in or as seedlings because they often don't like being transplanted, and that is, from my observations, quite true. But they were looking really sad in the nursery and they've perked up enormously just being over here. Then we've got a little bit more parsley again, a little bit more parsley again. So we've got multiple parsley plantings in this garden bed. We did, I think, buy 2 punnets of that and we've just split it up, so that's okay. And then again, we've got another marigold, and I'll move the camera down so you can see the other end of the bed. I am going to ask you to avoid looking at all the mess behind me because that's the IBC beds that are under construction, and I just don't have the energy at the moment to move them all out of the way just for a video because they're hopefully going in later this afternoon. On the end here, I'm going to have to check the name of this because it is the Melothria mouse melons, which I think are kind of like a cucumber melon or something like that. It is a creeper, and we're going to need to grab ourselves some mesh to maybe put some little arches off the side of the garden bed here to give it a bit of an opportunity to grow out. But we're going to do that when we have the budget for it. We got a bit more of the silver beet over there. By the same note, some more silver beet. So this is kind of like the silver beet corner. Another marigold grown from seed. I think next time we're buying seeds, we'll buy, rather than these really tall marigolds, we'll buy the little bush versions, which is more like what you normally see for sale, just because I think it works generally better in a vegetable garden. The parsley I already mentioned. We've got the basil back over there, and yeah, so that's it, which we didn't really follow the square foot kind of gardening approach at the end of the day. Obviously the soil isn't really that done that way, so there is that, but also because of the limitations of what we had available, what we could buy, what we were willing to wait for, we went straight for this. And one of the reasons that we don't have any tomatoes or anything like that in this bed is because they're going in the IBCs, but you could certainly put them in a bed like this. Obviously with tomatoes they're going to require quite a bit of water, so yeah, that's a worthy consideration. But because we put quite a bit of core in here, it seems to be holding the moisture quite well. And obviously we're going to have to keep up watering it, but the soil, while this being absolutely brand new fresh soil and obviously freshly filled, unlike most of the garden beds in the garden, which are months if not a year old, this soil is looking the best out of everything for the moment, and hopefully if we can get this all growing really, really well and keep it up, it will go really well, and it'll kind of cover all the soil so that, yeah, it's a little bit more protected from the sun, because this section of the garden gets quite a lot of sun, which is why we put it here, because particularly in winter, this will be a part of the garden which gets more sun, allowing us to grow things in the winter season, which is why sometimes it may not be the best spot in summer, although I think it's going to be pretty good. Thinking all year round, you might kind of modify where you place things to basically work at the most challenging time of year, which for us is winter when we have the least sun. So yeah, there you go. I will do an update as we go because this has only really been in for a week and a half, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting a really good result with this garden bed.